All right, here we go.
Oh, yeah! We are live! It's Monday night! Littleton, Colorado, baby! Yeah, baby! We style, we smile, we make it worthwhile! We are at the Platte River Bar and Grill! Yes! 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 Hey, Platte River, say hi to America! Yeah, baby. Yeah. Oh my gosh, man. It's the most beautiful place in the state. Oh, here we go, man. We style, we smile. It might be a little rainy. We don't care. We love what we do. We have a great show tonight for all you beautiful people out in America. Yes, but guess what? I'm with Bowling High School right now. Mustangs, give me love. Oh, yes. Our next state champions. Hell yeah. Oh my gosh. Like I said, all you people, you got to understand we got a great show for all you beautifulness. But we got great hosts tonight too. We got the one and only Spencer Cadigan, Shotgun Go Booyah. We got Alex G Unit Genzo. We got Roll Tide Roll Robert Humphreys. And then you got me. It's he. It's all about the TMP, Tony Pantoja. And then we also have the great one, the MLB great, the one, the only, Greg Vaughn, Mr. Home Run Hitter. And then later on in the show, we have a great, oh yes, Paul Pratt from he was an ex-Detroit Lion, but I am proud and I am honored to scream out for the state of Colorado Special Olympics, my one and only Spicy Monkeys! Yeah, baby! Give a shout out to them! And oh man, they're all here. They're ready to party like big dogs. Look at everybody. Yeah, baby. Yeah. And now I gotta turn it loose. Shotgun. Load that shotgun. Get it loaded. Let it roll.
Awesome. Yeah, Tony, I couldn't have said it better myself. You're
nice intro, Tony.
You're the intro king of the world.
Yes, hell yeah.
All right, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. We have another great show. So Bama's got Paul. We got Paul Pratt on already. Paul, we got a special guest that Bama's going to introduce real quick from it. And Bama, I'm just going to let you take it away. Is he a coach at Mullen?
Yes, we got it here, man. Yeah, live at the Platte River in Littleton. I've got some special people here, some spicy monkeys here. You've already heard a lot of them yell. Those guys on the stage. Yes, on the stage with us now. Do I have Coach Chad right here to my side, and to my side over here I got Mr. Patrick. Dude, these guys did great, man. Yeah, you just guys did what, second place this past weekend?
Yeah, we went 1-1 in softball, and we had a lot of great bocce players.
And bocce ball too. That's right. Regionals. Yes. State regionals here for the Cats here, man. Yes, this is Littleton, Colorado. Denver, y'all in Denver or Littleton?
So we're based out of South Denver.
South Denver? South Denver? Heck yeah. And tell us a bit about the team real quick there, Mr. Coach.
All right, yeah. So Spicy Monkey started 3 years ago. We do bocce, basketball, bowling, track and field, softball, flag football. I got an amazing group of kids and families. They are just – I try not to get emotional about it, but, man, I love these guys. I have a great coaching staff and a great group of, kids and families. It's awesome.
It's good. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And one of the guys here is say hi, Patrick.
Hey, guys. What's up?
Yeah. This man here will blow your knowledge off on all kind of sports, man. He's unfortunately he's a Patriots fan in football, but I don't hold him against that.
He's a Pats fan, man.
Yes.
So
it does pretty good with that right there. Hi, Paul. I see in the background right there, man. How we doing?
How y'all doing?
Good, man.
So just so you guys know,
we haven't touched since the playoffs.
We're being joined by Mr. Paul Pratt, ex-Detroit Lion, guys. Just so you know.
That's it. Oh, that'll be lost occasion. But we're going to get back here real quick to the monkeys, spicy monkeys here. We're going to, and of course, Patrick's the guest we got over Coach Chad right here. But you guys how often do you guys have the tournaments, man? I'm curious about that.
Yeah, so we have 4 total seasons. We have the spring, summer, the fall, and the winter. Each season has their own sports in it, and so every so often we have about a month and a half of practice, and we have regionals, and another couple of weeks, and we go to states.
Heck yeah. When does state come around every year?
Let's see. So we have summer states for bocce and softball coming up next Saturday.
Oh, heck yeah. Close.
It's coming up quick.
Those spicy monkeys.
Yes. And we had regionals just last week. And as I said before, we did
Is that
really
where you
well.
got second place at?
Yes.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Really well.
Heck yes. And I was, not only does Patrick know a lot about his sports. I know is baseball your favorite?
Yes.
Baseball's your favorite right there?
Yes, it is.
Colorado Rockies, baby.
Yeah.
It is a tough ride right now, but the Rockies, they are my hometown. I can't get enough of them. It's rough to watch, but it gets great. They are some great players on there, and they definitely have a good system. And we'll get it eventually.
And if you're at Coors Field, you can go and say hey to Patrick because he works at Coors Field right there. Tell us what you do there.
I can't get enough. So I usher just about every home game they have, and it has been very fun. I've seen some great games, like the walk-off against Boston a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
Lovely. That was a great win. 12 innings, almost 13, and they pulled it off with a Tovar single with the bases loaded and 2 outs. So can't get enough of that.
Walk-off home run for us in the state championships, and we win a gold medal.
Yeah. Heck yes.
Hey, right now, hey, spicy monkeys. I am now a member.
Yes.
God bless you guys for everything that you guys did. Keep on kicking butt. Keep on taking names. God love you.
So, how long have you been with the Spicy Monkeys, Patrick?
For the 3 years that Chad's been the coach for
3
the
years?
Spicy Monkeys. Started with basketball. I've done 3 seasons of basketball with the Monkeys now.
Nice.
Every year we've done very well. We do enjoy it. We're a great team, and we just have fun out there. And, sports, it's mainly about fun, and if you get to win, that's an add bonus.
Yes, indeed. Heck yes.
I got 2 questions, man.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
What you got, Spencer?
So my first question is, Patrick, how long have you been playing sports? You like lifelong sports guy?
I have been playing sports since 16 months old. I started skiing, and all the team sports. You got the baseball and the basketball and the soccer since I was 4. Just never stopped.
Nice.
I'm a very passionate sports fan. It's great.
And then, what is? Maybe I'm dumb here, but what is bocce?
Say it again.
What was that?
What? Okay, so you guys said what sports?
Bocce ball.
Bocce ball.
Bocce ball. I don't know what it is
Bocce
either.
Bocce ball is
Grass bowling.
Yeah, pretty much. You just try and get closer. It's like I think it's curling, I guess.
Okay.
On the grass. It's pretty fun. It takes a lot of accuracy, and it's an enjoyable sport to stand out with your friends.
That's a good question. I completely thought it was something different. I thought it was more like a tetherball. Yeah, that's my bad. Okay, yeah.
It's fun though.
Hell yeah.
I feel small.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm a
I
little tall.
feel small. I'm
You
like 5'4", 5'3", whatever Target or 7-Eleven I come out of. Oh my gosh.
Cool.
The one acre.
So Bama, how do you know Patrick?
I know Patrick because I know Mr. Chad here, the coach. Chad works with us here at the Platte now, but he's also on our bowling team. We do a bowling league every year. But yeah, Chad and Marky, Marky Mark. They're coaches for the Spicy Monkeys. And I met these guys through Chad and Marky right there. And yeah, they
awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
The things the Platte, some get-togethers right there. Yeah, they do a great job, man. Yes.
That's awesome. Who's winning in bowling?
Sponsor of ours. If I can give a quick shout out, October 12th, we are doing a car show here with all proceeds and benefits going to the Spicy Monkeys. That helps pay for our uniforms, like Patrick's wearing, and all my boys are wearing here. Helps pay for our rentals of the gyms, stuff like that. Platte was honored, generous enough last year. We did it. We raised on a spur of the moment. We raised like $7,000 for my kids. This year we are hoping to double that number. We're gonna have 70 cars. We're gonna have cars from NASCAR here. We're gonna have NHRA top fuel cars here, stuff like that. We have fundraisers. We have TVs to give away, silent auctions. It's going to be a huge event. And like I said, without my brothers, Bama and Tony, the Sports and Tacos, this wouldn't be possible. I can't thank them enough for putting us on, letting the world know about the Spicy Monkeys.
Hey, so for people out there watching, how would they get in contact with Spicy Monkeys if they wanted to get involved or if they wanted to donate? Is there a website or anything we can blast for you?
Go to SpecialOlympicsColorado.org and donate, and just tell them when you donate, you just got to tell them you're going to put it to the Spicy Monkeys. I would love to have everyone who's a huge fan of the Sports and Tacos to donate, help us out. It'd be greatly appreciated. I love everybody. These guys and reels, it'd be huge.
Awesome.
Give it up for the Monkeys.
Cool.
Yay!
Awesome. We love it. We love it.
We are the Monkeys. We don't monkey around.
Well, you guys, so everybody there, I'm assuming, is aware of a sport called football that's about to start pretty soon, right?
Yeah, we know a little bit about some football here. Yeah.
It's a game that men play. They kick an oblong ball made of pigskin through a big H. It's crazy.
You're forgetting about the nachos. It's all about the nachos.
Oh,
Hey, you got the nachos, of course.
Is that guy from Philly? Is my eyes deceiving me? And he's not wearing a shirt. And he's not wearing a shirt. All right, sweet.
TV or something.
All right, awesome. So cool, guys. Let's
straight South Florida. That's Alabama style right there.
Pratt. How are you doing, Paul Pratt?
Oh, I'm doing good. Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah, I just moved from LA to Dallas on August 1st. So
cool. Oh, we just lost him. He'll come back. So, anyways, guys, if Greg Vaughn tunes in, I know he was stuck in an airport and his flight had gotten canceled, but his luggage didn't. Just like a guy from Philly the other day, he had a flight to Phoenix. His luggage went to Phoenix and he didn't. Greg Vaughn, he's dealing with the same thing. But anyways, Paul Pratt, a couple of weeks ago, we did a college football special. So the first thing I wanted to ask you, Paul, is there anything that you're excited about in regards to college football this year?
Oh, heck yeah. I mean, with the Pac-12 ending, joining the Big Ten, I'm so excited to see USC, UCLA. I'm just excited to see, the Midwest teams come over to LA and then LA teams go in the Midwest. I'm just excited to see that merge. I'm so excited to see those teams merge in all sports.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then, I think you have, who is it? Texas and Oklahoma are now in the SEC, right?
Yeah, they're in the SEC now. Yeah.
Yeah, man. SEC, Big 10. Well, you should say Big 20 now. But oh man, we got some big things coming up. But you know what? This young man right here, he's getting ready to go to college. Mr. Patrick, tell us where you're going.
Yes, I am heading to ASU in downtown Phoenix.
Sweet, Tempe.
Yeah, buddy.
Congratulations.
Sun Devils.
Yeah. It's a great
Tempe.
time. I leave in a week, and I am excited to get started.
I was
Wow.
there 10 years ago, and it was a decrepit area downtown Phoenix. Now it's like hip.
Did it? Hey, Ian, what's the happening little spot on the other side of the river there in Tempe? All the kids hang out at.
Scottsdale.
No, not Scottsdale. The other side of the river. What the heck is that called?
Las
That little
Vegas.
area. What is it?
Las Vegas.
No, you're not helping me here. Anyways, there's a really cool area down in Tempe there, Patrick, where that you'll have all kinds of fun at, I'm sure. So
Yes. It's gonna be good.
cool.
Yeah, heck yeah. And you're right downtown, so you got
Yeah, I'm a 5-minute walk from Chase Field.
I was about to say you got the Diamondback Stadium right there, plus the basketball stadium right next door to them right there. Yeah, that's a fun area right there. Yeah, the hockey. Yeah,
Coyotes now in Utah, but
they did go to Utah. Right. Yeah.
I'll still be able to go see.
It's a hip scout to jump.
Yeah.
Well, you got the Rockies, the Rockies and the Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
It's currently the hockey club. They said they'll change it in about a year or so, but for year number 1, it will be the hockey club. So
Yeah.
I mean, they've been talking of some names. A lot of them seem to be Colorado sports team names, like the Outlaws. You have the Yetis, and
Oh man!
But we'll see what happens. Either way, they will become a rival of the Avalanche because the Coyotes team was young.
Oh
they
my
had some
God!
talent.
Yes, they really did. And, you know,
So besides being a Sun Devil fan, who's your colors team besides that?
You know, I guess I just hang out with whatever we have out here. We have Coach Prime down in CU Boulder.
Yeah.
We have our really good TU hockey team. Right down the street. So I just pay attention. I rep my state, and now we'll be off to Arizona and keep going with the Sun Devils.
But Patrick, you're not a Bronco fan. You're a New England Patriot fan.
Yes,
Oh.
I am. Yeah, this is the most orange I wear because
Oh,
that
man.
Broncos orange is not a great color.
I still love you, bro. I still love you.
Good answer.
I mean, I can't count the Super Bowl rings on one hand. I have to use two hands. So it's a good lifestyle when you just keep winning. But you know, we're in a rough spot now, and it matches us with what the Broncos are at. So you know.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, welcome to the Broncos world, Patrick.
But at the
Welcome
same
to
time, you're
reality
surrounded.
without having a Hall of Fame quarterback.
It took us 2 years to get back to the playoffs. I'm still waiting on the Broncos.
It's gonna be a while with the Broncos, but
Hey,
Bo Nix ain't gonna be it.
Hey, real quick, just while we got Paul Pratt.
Yep.
Paul, I know it's been a long off season. The only thing that happened to the Lions was bad luck. Give me your take on the Lions this year.
I think we're going to have a great year, but I don't think we're going to get nowhere near we got to last year. I think we missed our opportunity. That's just my honest opinion.
I don't. What are your guys' thoughts on that? I don't believe that. I think. Here's what I think. Here's my opinion, and this is just kind of based on. It seems like whoever loses the Super Bowl is the team that ends up dropping off. I seriously think you could somehow, I don't know how it would work, but you could see a Packers-Lions NFC Championship game this year.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I like the Lions in that NFC maybe again, but I don't know about the Packers again.
Dude, Jordan,
if you're going to see a regression, I think it might be from the Green Bay side, not the Detroit side.
But I just think you guys know my thoughts on the Niners and Purdy. They're close but no cigar.
You kind of nailed the little nail into the coffin on that one. The Green Bay Packers are still very, very young. Plus, they have a young quarterback. They have 3 wide receivers that nobody's really heard of, but they started making dance last year. But now they got a new running back in that backfield. It's pretty interesting. But you know what? With Detroit has a nice quarterback. They got a young running back that performed last year. They have a beautiful tight end. They have 2 great wide receivers. And you can't talk about the defense because their defense is good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What I have a question for you guys. Okay, Paul, if the Lions would have made it to the Super Bowl against the Chiefs, do you think there would have been what are the possibilities of there having been a different outcome? I think the Lions could have won that freaking game.
Huge outcome.
Yeah.
Quarterback coach.
And you have Hutchinson rushing Pat Mahomes out of the pocket too, and you saw what happened against Tampa. And when Mahomes goes out of the pocket and his receivers can't catch the balls, it got ugly fast.
Yeah, I agree with Patrick. That defense is mighty.
Paul, what are your thoughts?
I think we would have won. We beat them earlier in the season.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're crushing the Niners in the NFC Championship game. We just had a total team collapse.
Gambled.
So
you gambled, and see, this is the thing because we haven't had a real chance to talk to you about that game. With those kind of coaching moves, if they worked, you're a genius. If they don't, you're a dog. It's just that simple. He rolled the dice. He's a gambler of a coach. That gambling is kind of what got them to where they were anyways. So that's what I mean. You guys didn't necessarily lose because you just lost on basically bad luck, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what you guys
it was that drop interception when that bounced off her head. That was like, that's when I knew it was over. I was okay with the gambling. That's how we got there, like you said. But when we wasn't executing on defense and not executing on fourth down, dropping footballs, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
so
And see, that's kind of why I don't think I think the Lions, and maybe it's because they didn't lose in the Super Bowl. They lost in, I believe it was the divisional round, right, guys? Or was that the NFC Championship game?
that's the NFC Championship. That was
That was the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
So that's why I think that they still have a chance to get better and make it to the Super Bowl this year. Now, granted, you got the Niners in the way, you got the Packers in the way, you got the, maybe the Eagles in the way. Guy from Philly like made a guest appearance and then just disappeared. But what's anybody's thoughts of Philly? Is Philly on their way down, or is Philly going to be good again? Anybody's got thoughts on that?
But I don't think we addressed our secondary though. So that was our major weak point was our secondary. We didn't address that. We didn't get new corners, so they're getting torched the whole playoffs.
Yeah. Well.
Hey! You got 3 teams in that NFC shotgun. You got 3 teams in that NFC. You got Detroit. You got to throw the 49ers in there. You definitely got to throw. Also, you got to throw in the Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia Eagles have a brand new thing, but at the same time, hey man, Green Bay showed a little love, but they added more of a little bit of touch. But with the Detroit Lions have a head coach that loves to go on fourth down. You know what? He's the only coach that I know that would love to go on fourth down instead of punt or kick a field goal. You can win the game or you can lose the game. And you know what? I love what Detroit's doing on that.
Same here.
The Bears, the Bears may be kind of good too, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, Paul, that just became like the most interesting division of football, man.
I like them.
I mean, you got the Bears with the first round pick right there. You got Bowden. I mean, the Harbaugh's quarterback McCarthy going to Minnesota. Then you got the Lions, who are going to be good again. You got Green Bay, who definitely showed out last year. I mean, that just became the funnest division of football in my mind.
It's just if McCarthy can perform in the NFL level versus college, because he had a solid season.
But America, I got to throw this out here because of a straight weird draft picks of how it went. How about those Atlanta Falcons, where you drafted a quarterback, you picked up a quarterback. Come on.
Yeah, that was
weird.
Right there. Yeah.
That was different. That was a mix.
I mean,
G-Unit.
The Falcons under new coaching.
I think the Lions are going to be good this year. I think that Mahomes and Kelsey are definitely scared to play the Lions. They're going to be ready. They're going to be ready because I thought we were going to lose to you guys last year in that NFC Championship game. A lot of the Chiefs fans did.
If they would have made it to the Super Bowl,
You're the team to beat.
I totally get that. I mean, just that offense. I don't know. Like I felt so bad for the Lions and like you in particular, Paul. But like I said, I think that you guys' future is brighter than the 49ers for some reason.
Yeah.
And I think it has to do with quarterback play.
Yeah.
Because Goff is a good freaking quarterback, man.
He is good.
I could see, wouldn't that be crazy? Okay, this scenario. Jared Goff and what's the quarterback for the Rams that just won the Super Bowl a couple years ago?
Stafford.
Because remember when that trade happened, everybody was like, oh my God, this is so great for Stafford and it sucks so bad for Goff. And they both ended up winning Super Bowls somehow. That would be crazy.
It definitely showed that the Lions were willing to win again by making that trade for Goff. And Goff was a solid quarterback with the Rams.
Exactly.
He won a Super Bowl.
He was close.
He went to the Super Bowl.
He ran into Brady in the defense.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, when the Rams put up 3 points that Super Bowl, so the young Goff showed in the regular season, the playoffs, what he had. He was just not ready for the big moments, and he's learned over the years. I mean, that's what sports is. You just keep going, and you learn as you go on.
And not only that, but a lot of people don't remember that after that season, the Rams kind of fell off. They lost a lot of their stars. They lost like a couple of the wide receivers. They lost quite a few people. Mr. Greg
They
Vaughn.
built for the title, and that was it.
Hey
They
guys,
did-
real quick, I just want to give a shout out to MLB legend Mr. Greg Vaughn is on live with us.
What's up, Greg?
Hi, Greg.
Are you? Did you find your luggage, Greg?
Yes, in Las Vegas. And I'm in lovely Newark, New Jersey.
Oh.
Isn't that amazing how a flight will get canceled, but yet the luggage still goes to the
Oh,
destination?
that happened to me, 2 years ago in a Southwest debacle at Denver here, man. Yeah, I got canceled 5 times and never left the state, but my luggage went back to Alabama, and it took me like 3 weeks to get it back. It was bad.
The guy, that's exactly what happened to Ian. He was supposed to go to Phoenix like 3 weeks ago. The flight got canceled. His luggage went to Phoenix. He just got his luggage back like 2 days ago.
You know,
Weird. Yeah.
you know what's crazy?
You gotta wear the same underwear back to days. Oh my God!
You always keep something in your carry-on, Tony. Always keep an extra thing in your carry-on.
No.
Right there. That's funny.
There you go.
Hey,
Greg,
get
did
Nike
you have
bag.
to go shopping?
Yeah, I did.
Hey, Greg, I was getting ready to give a shout out about your San Francisco 49ers right now. You know, everybody's talking about, you know, the sadness and the sorrows in San Francisco with IU going out, you know, stepping out, and, you know, everybody's knocking on Purdy. You know what? I think they're going to be a good school. I think they're going to be a good team this year. You know, you still got Debo, you got Debo, you got Kittle. You do got a guy, Christian McCaffrey. And, you know, my gosh, you got a team, but right now they're talking sorrows for San Francisco. What do you think about this?
I think we're going to be fine. You know what I mean? We're not worried.
Anybody with Christian McCaffrey is going to be fine for a little while, you know.
Yes.
You know what? We're going to be good. I mean, it's just part of the business. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It's time for IU to get his bag, and he has to get his bag. Purdy's going to get his bag. I mean, they're still going to play. You know what I mean? They're not going to sit out. So it's
You
just
got
part
some
of the game.
fans out here cheering you on there, Greg.
Yeah, Greg.
What's
We're
that?
at the Platte River Bar and Grill right now.
Oh, Platt. All right, nice.
Yeah.
Denver Zephyr.
But hey,
Zephyr.
real
Zephyr.
quick, I know I'm talking too much, but I got to give this shout out. What about, you know, Mr. Pratt and Mr. Bond? You know, you teams did meet in the playoffs. It was a good show.
Say that again, T. I didn't hear you.
Paul Pratt versus Greg Bond in the playoffs. Detroit versus San Francisco. This is the last time you boys talk.
I haven't seen Paul in a long time, man.
Hey, Bama, real quick, just give Greg an introduction to our special guest.
Yes, Greg, sitting in between me and Tony, man. We got Mr. Patrick Kaplan. We're here with the Spicy Monkeys here in Littleton. Now, Special Olympics team's coming out of Southwest Denver, Colorado, man. So we're giving a lot of love and a lot of good people here tonight, man. Yes.
Hey, pleasure to meet you guys.
Hey, Mr. Greg Vaughn.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good, man. Pleasure to meet you guys. How are you?
Doing good. It's a joy to be here on this podcast. It's amazing.
Hey, come back anytime you want. Spence, let him come on anytime he wants.
That's what we told him. He's going to stick around for the whole show. That's what we said. Yeah, he's here for the whole night. Yeah.
Nice.
So, Patrick, you're a baseball coach, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, you could say that. I do help out. So, since I played baseball since I was 4, I ended up with a AAA local team in 2019 before COVID took me out of it. And so my knowledge of baseball is sky high. So I was able to take that knowledge and I was able to help out with the Special Olympic softball teams and so just help those guys learn basics and just learn how to enjoy the game more. Baseball is my absolute favorite. And so being able to show that off and just expand the game because baseball is a family sport. And you have the Griffies and you have the Bichettes, you have Guerrero, and baseball is a family sport. And just to be able to share the knowledge and continue with it, it was amazing.
Well, thank you, Patrick, for doing what you do, especially with the Special Olympics. I mean, you're playing it forward, and that's big. Sorry for being late, and I'm still trying to get home. You know what I mean? So I went to a wedding on Saturday. Tomorrow's gonna be Tuesday, so you know what I mean. I'm just trying to get home.
All right. I let him know that you'd probably be stopping in. You were having some travel issues. So, but
We'll
yeah,
see what happens tomorrow.
yeah, got it. Yeah, well, you're gonna get home. Then the next thing's gonna be finding that luggage. So,
No, my buddy went.
anyways,
My buddy found my luggage. He went there at 2:50 a.m. and picked my luggage up last night.
oh,
Nice, nice.
that's cool. That's very good. Very good. So,
Traveling.
Greg, we were just talking about the NFL. Well, let's see. Actually, Greg, while I got you on, because we did kind of technical difficulties college football special a couple weeks ago. Have you had a chance to do any research about how good your Miami Hurricanes might be this year? Yeah.
Not really, but I think we're going to be real. I think we're always going to be good. It's just if we keep our quarterback healthy, and we got some key cogs coming back in, and we take a knee with like 10 seconds left, we'll be all right.
Yeah. They were saying that Miami, it might be the best Miami team in a long time. That if everything were to go right, they could be contending for a national championship. They could be in the BCS playoffs.
Well,
What's his name? Cam. The quarterback's name, Cam. I forget his name. They're saying he could win the Heisman. The running back's good. Their wide receivers are stacked. Their defense is stacked.
Hey, Spence. Oh, you know what? You know what we have to do when you're winning with like 20 seconds? Just take a knee.
Just take a knee like you didn't do last year. That was
just take a knee.
Well, what happened?
Instead of taking a knee, they fumbled and lost the game.
Just take a knee.
Yes.
In the fourth quarter, in the late minutes, it gets tough.
Hey, you should be a proud man there, Mr. Bond, because of the fact that Hester got into the Hall of Fame.
Hey, don't forget Andre Johnson. Don't forget
Andre Dawson got in.
Andre Johnson.
Andre Johnson. That was a pretty good class. Yeah, Gradishaw out here in Denver. Got to give him.
All I was going to say, all I care about is Randy Gradishar after 35
Wait. Hey, you say Andre Johnson got in, Devin Hester, and Adrian James. That's all Miami, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And Julius Peppers went in also. I actually got to watch Julius Peppers play basketball for the North Carolina Tar Heels in the NCAA tournament game. They knocked off, as an 8 seed, the number 1 Stanford team, Birmingham.
I'm going to take my glasses off so I can see Paul.
There you go.
I'm going to take my glasses off so I can see Paul. I ain't seen him in a long time. Since that playoff.
I'm still recovering from that playoff game. I ain't got over it yet.
Well, we were talking about
you got Paul and Greg. You guys like the 12-team playoff this year for college?
Say that again.
Do you guys like the 12-team playoff this year going into college?
Well, I'm always, LA USC fan though, but I don't really know how good they're gonna do this year because I think college comes down to who spent the most money on recruits, and I think Ohio State's gonna be in there because they spent the most money on recruits. So I'm not sure what USC got because without Caleb Williams, I didn't think he was that good in the first place though. So, and I don't know if our defense got any tougher. So.
Hey,
I think we're gonna be in trouble this year.
Wait, while I got both you guys on here, Greg and Paul, I asked Tony and Bama this question a couple weeks ago. What are your guys' thoughts on being able to the transfer portal? Okay, right now you can literally transfer every year. Do you think that rule should change?
You want me to go first? I'll go first.
Sure, go first.
Well, for me, it did bother me at first, but then, the same coach that recruits you, he can leave. So why shouldn't the player be able to leave?
I get it.
Yeah.
Look at University of Washington last year. They played for the national championship game, and their coach is at Alabama.
And now they're going to play for the national championship this year.
No, but you know what? But I'm just saying, he sat in people's living rooms last year and talked to the family and said, he's got their baby for the next, 4 years, and he's gone. So why shouldn't the kid be able to take advantage of the same thing?
My only like gripe with it. It doesn't necessarily. Okay, you guys both played college sports. camaraderie. Like it takes a little while to get to know and gel with your teammates, usually to build a great team. So I bring this up because I was reading about Temple University, right? And how the coach was super excited. He finally had a team that was getting good, and literally half the team transferred. So you're going to have that constantly in college football now, where the second that a player gets any kind of notoriety, he's just going to step up and step up and step up, which I understand that. But you like basically your mid-tier and lower tier teams, they never have a chance really of being good again, do they?
Well, what about when all the coaches decided to leave?
Right. I get it. But I'm just saying, like, hold on one second. Hey, Tony, hey, Bama, mute your mic real quick, Bama.
Yo.
Mute your mic just for a second. You got
Yes,
too much
sir.
feedback.
Mute it.
Mute it. Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry, what were you saying, Paul?
I said, well, you can say the same for the coaches that just up and leave for money, for better opportunities. So I think there should be some type of, I don't know, guardrails for the coaches and the players now that money's involved. You know what I mean? But who's to say who's going to be the overseer of that? Is it going to be the NCAA? Maybe the players have a player association now that there's money involved. It has some type of rules implemented as well. Like you can only transfer like one time or something like that. And if not, you have to sit out a year. So maybe
that's what I was thinking. Maybe you get the transfer. Yeah, I think that it has to do with camaraderie of a team. If you're playing on a different team every season, just how good in collegiate sports are you really going to get? I don't know.
I think you can only do it twice. I think. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know.
No, I looked it up. You can transfer every year right now.
But I agree. I agree with Paul. Like, dude. I mean, you think about the guy at the University of Washington. I mean, he go national championship game. Now he's in, Tuscaloosa. He's in Alabama. I mean, every year coaches do it. I mean, they sent Nick Saban to do something else because he was that guy. Now all his backups and first stringers start. Hey, if the coach can do it, the player can do it. I'm all for it. You know what, Paul? I got a question though. How come they only went back to like 2016? They're gonna pay everybody from 2016 on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We missed the boat, but it's okay that things are being done the right way now. But it still has to be some type of, because it's kind of still the wild, wild west.
You guys brought up kind of an interesting point. Could you guys see a future where college athletes sign a contract just like the coach does?
Well, they are signing a contract. Well, letter of intent is a contract.
Well, I know, but like a contract, like, okay, you can come play at Alabama, but you cannot transfer.
Yeah, there's probably gonna have to be some compensation involved,
It's just weird. That's all.
Yeah.
But it's overdue though. The NCAA, they've been making a lot of money off a lot of, people that don't make it to the league. You know what I mean? So
I get it.
And so I think it's, in all fairness, I think it's good for the kids. I think the NCAA is like Big Pharma to me. You know what I mean? They've been the biggest gangsters in the world for a long time. So, So, they have to do something about the coaches also. You can't sit in my living room today and then have a good year and then go somewhere else the next year.
See, I know you guys.
Bama, what do you and Tony think?
Well, that's kind of like when Nick Saban left. I mean, a lot of our recruits and some of the players he had already recruited, they left. They said, we're going to entertain the transfer portal. After, a week or two, they talked to the DeBoer, and they were like, hey, we're going to stick back to Alabama. So it's kind of, they thought about jumping ship, but they decided not to jump ship once they actually talked to the coach and was taken over.
Yeah. Tony.
I'm not a big fan of the transfer portal.
Hey, Tony, talk into the microphone. Tony, talk into the microphone.
Is the happy hour there? Tony must be having a good time.
I think so.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, no, hey, that transfer pool. No, I'm still not a big fan of it. You're looking at like all the little schools like Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. They still have an opportunity. They still have a chance, but when they go in the transfer pool where they're moving to another school, that poor school that gave them an education, that gave them a scholarship where nobody else did, and they did it for that school. But now since you're doing good, okay, all these little schools that have the opportunities to go in, now they're not.
Yeah. Patrick.
What do you think? What do you think, Patrick?
You're trying to build a team, and based off your recruiting before school starts, you bring in your high schoolers. So obviously, in-state is huge, but when you're trying to build a team and they have just a tad bit of talent, they want to go somewhere else where they can have a coach like Coach Prime, like CU was a lower team. Then Coach Prime came in, all those transfers came with them, and CU is being talked as a ranked team now. And it's just one of those things where you are trying and you're trying and you're trying, and then it can just all fall apart over the off season. And it's so difficult year after year to keep going as fans of that school, or even just coaches that stay who are trying to help these kids become NFL level, but also try and win on their level that they're currently at. And when they're taken away, it brings morals down and it becomes tough.
Yeah.
Hey, Patrick, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So when Coach Prime came, right? When he came and he brought like 50 players with him,
Yeah.
how did you feel then?
I mean, Denver and Colorado as a whole was exploding at that point. You had the Avs and the Nuggets both winning championships, and Coach Prime comes in and just elevates that all. So it put, I don't want to say put us back on the map, but it sort of opened Colorado back up to everything. And with everyone coming in, it became, it just got convoluted and just over and over and over. And all the players coming, it takes opportunities away from other people and people that have lived in Colorado looking to play for CU. And when he came in and he brought all those players with him, it tore up what they had, what their foundation was.
So do you want to
something else?
So are you better with winning 1 or 2 games, or competing?
Yeah. Was it good to have the recruits in or not?
I understand from a management point of view where, yes, you want the best players on your team. If professional sports did this, a shakeup every year would be insane. But at the college level, it feels unnecessary to have players be allowed to switch every single year.
Okay, so you'll be okay with staying with Shakur and all those guys being at Jackson State instead of Colorado, right?
Well, I mean,
so you can't have it just when it benefits. It has to be the same all the time.
Okay, and I got the $1 million question. How's everybody going to feel next year after Shakur and the Buffs have this amazing season and Coach Prime goes to the NFL?
Coach Prime is a great coach. He was a great player. I think he definitely needs a couple more years at the college level before
it doesn't matter what we think. I promise you, if the Buffs have an amazing season, he's going to get offers from the NFL like that.
Yeah, and I mean, I CU will turn into one of those lower level schools again, and it will become just another CU versus CSU thing instead of CU trying to.
Real quick, hey, G Unit. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on what we're talking about?
Yeah, we've talked about it before when I first got on the show with you guys. I think they can do away with it. I wish that they would. I don't know. There's just too much controversy, too much hopping around. I don't know. When they really when you put time and effort into a player, it sucks that they can just leave.
Yeah.
I think he's right that he's right with about having contracts. Like you probably have different type of contracts now, different type of 11 and 10 contracts.
Hey, can they mute their thing again if they're not?
Yeah,
talking?
I did it. I just did it.
Thank you.
Hey, Bama, just so you know, when you guys aren't talking, mute your mic. There's too much background noise.
Mm-hmm.
Paul, what did you say? I didn't hear what Paul said.
Yeah, what did you say, Paul?
I really think it's kind of right to just like maybe the letter of intent signings. It's probably going to be a little different type of contracts now to kind of like maybe prevent people from just leaving. You know what I mean? But maybe that should be for even college coaches too.
I
You know what
agree.
mean?
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, most college coaches, well, actually, that's not true. It seems like even if they're in a contract, they still bounce,
yeah, bounce.
you know?
Well, yeah, sorry, but they do bounce, but the school does a buyout for them to bounce. The
Yeah.
school that they're going to pays a lot of money for them to bounce.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So
But I understand that. But why is that any different for me being from South Sacramento, and I go to a school, and me and the coach have a beef, and another school is gonna pay me a lot of money to come too. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
what's different? What's different in that?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Then Bama, what's the difference though? Yeah, they're paying a lot of money. That dude at Texas A&M, I think he got like 75 million or whatever he got. That Bimbo, whatever his name is, to go away.
I don't think it looks
they
good
don't
if you're an
mind paying money to
athlete.
go away.
I don't think it's good if you're an athlete. You always keep switching schools. I think scouts they see that like, why do you keep moving like that? So,
No, I agree, but I'm just saying for the coach, they have to do something for that though, because because you can relate too. You know what? For you come sit come sit in your living room, my living room, and you woo my my mom, my family, everybody that hey, I got your son. We really like this guy. He's the best. And all of a sudden you play your freshman year and you gone right. He's like, hey, kick rocks. I'm going to take care of my family. So I think the athlete has to be able to do the same thing to a point.
Yeah. I wonder. Yeah, that is, yeah, and with coaching, a lot of it. What's the guy from Notre Dame that just went to LSU?
You can have him though.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
Kelly,
Kelly.
Yes, you can.
There are certain situations where when like a extremely high profile coaching job opens up, it's like that guy that's up for the job, he doesn't care what contract that he's stuck in. Like they just go. They just make
all
it
of
happen.
them, all of them don't care. You know what I mean? If they work out a buyout with the school and they are on to the next. So I'm saying, if you just told me you're gonna, you want me to give you the next 4 years of my life, and you convince me and my family that this is a place for me, and then after year one with success, you're on to the next. Why shouldn't I be able to do the same thing?
Maybe we should create right here the 2-year mandatory minimum for players and coaches.
I literally just thought that in my head right now. Like you got to be there at least 2 years before you make any moves.
2-year mandatory minimum, no matter
just
what.
thought that in my head.
So let me ask you a question about this though. Say you already been there. Say you've been there 8 years. Did you already qualify for the 2-year minimum?
You have to stay at least one more year.
I'm just asking.
I like the one if you keep leaving over and over, you got to start, paying back some of the money that you're taking away from the school. I mean, like if you jump schools like 4 times in a row just because you don't want to be there, that takes a scholarship away from somebody else. I mean, either you or somebody's going to have to use your in-on money to pay that money back.
If you keep on hopping schools, I think Patrick's going to agree with me because we're kind of talking the same space. Hey, man, if you're jumping schools, you should pay for it.
Yeah, when it comes to scholarships, that school is offering you a chance to play for them. It's like being offered an actual contract to play. And for you to just take it and be like, oh, cool, thank you for the year, and now I'm out of here. It's tough on the school.
No. When they give you a scholarship, you're paying for school. They're not paying for your football play.
Yeah.
So when they pay for your football play, then yeah. But if they're just paying for some education, it's just education.
That's true, and I have a feeling a lot of these kids are transferring to get that name likeness money.
But the same thing is like it's only. I mean, I think it kind of all evens itself out because not everybody's getting NIL money. You got to be a baller still. It's not
you still got to be a good
player.
Just
because you can get it, I mean, like you ain't balling. Everybody ain't getting it. So there's only a few people we're talking about, anyways. So the cream is getting the bread. Everybody else is kind of like falling in place. It's just normal athletes.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's everybody should get some of it, though. And I know that the guys that do the most for it, the biggest names, should get a bigger cut, but everybody should get something because everybody's busting their butt in practice every day. Everybody's busting their butt.
Yeah, but if you're not good, though, if nobody wants to pay you, you only get what the market says. If you're not balling, then you don't.
Yeah, but to make you get good, this other person's on the field with you also,
See the other thing.
Yeah, but everybody on the NFL field don't get paid the same.
I mean, if you're in the NFL, you getting paid. You are.
And then
everybody paid the same.
Of course not. I'm not saying everybody gets paid the same.
Next thing.
I'm saying everybody's gonna get a little something for it.
Okay, so listen.
Bama, let me ask you this.
That's when you get your free education.
Bama, if you get an education, but it's also if you're a walk-on and now you get a scholarship, aren't you getting paid?
You are getting paid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
true. But
You're getting paid education.
you're also getting your butt kicked in practice every day by the dude that's getting paid more.
You know that going in though.
Okay,
You
so
do.
listen, guys.
He didn't know,
guys.
but nobody knew about money coming in to begin with. Now they do know about money.
Just because you
Things.
train hard and practice don't mean you deserve to get money. You got to ball out and be produced.
And here's the next crazy thing that I think, and that is for the guys that you're talking about, the big guys, the guys that are getting the name, likeness, money, the stars. All right. Can anybody else see a future where, as a junior or a senior, you go straight to some sort of AAA NFL team? You leave college to make that money.
You don't make that money in AAA.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is I could see where you have a time where if there's a kid who they know who's going to get drafted, knows going to be a star, he's basically wasting his time playing collegiate sports, where the NFL just says, come to our AAA team this year and we'll just pay you $1 million flat.
I don't think nobody's that good to waste their time in collegiate sports. Ain't nobody that good. Like,
all right, I still disagree.
And listen, the same reason I say this is because you're starting to see those players that are about to get drafted sitting out earlier and earlier and earlier in that collegiate season because they don't want to get hurt playing collegiate sport.
But that's what they got insurance so for that though.
Yeah, Lloyd's of London. But and they don't want to get hurt in the bowl game. If you know what I mean, if it's going.
Yeah, I see the bowl game. I see you sitting on the bowl game. If it's not like for a national championship or whatever. Yeah, I see that.
But I mean, seriously, okay, think about it. If you're like, let's take Arch Manning, for example, or just somebody who that is going to be a projected first round. Who's the guy? It was Herbert. You guys remember when Herbert came back for his senior season at Oregon? Anybody remember that? He would have been a first round draft pick, but he decided to come back for his senior season. Okay. If the Chargers, what I'm saying is if the Chargers had some kind of something, I don't know. I don't know how you would do it, but I could just see a time when the NFL has a AAA, pays players. It could be more than $1 million. It could be $5 million. You know,
I don't see that.
To quit wasting your time on collegiate sports. Anybody else see that?
No, not baseball. Not baseball. For sure.
Yeah, it's not the G. It's not like the NBA. We can do like the G League or nothing like that.
No. Hey, all right, ladies and gentlemen.
College football is big
already
business.
know the last couple seasons. Hold on, let me go. 4 seasons because one of them they united. The USFL. Of course, they're going to take those puppies. These puppies know if they're going into the NFL, they're not going to start. So if they go to the USFL, of course they're going to start, or they're going to play their game at how they play their game and how they show their show. That's how they do that. Or they're going to go to the Canadian League, or they're going to go to the European League. There's so many leagues out there now. Now there's flag football too. Oh my gosh.
Just for the Olympics.
Yeah. Oh, come
I'm just saying, basically, my point is if it all boils down to money, you got name, image, likeness,
flag football,
or you have an NFL AAA. Okay, what I'm saying is, could you see a time where they start to allow sophomores to get drafted?
No, I'm just saying the best league.
It's not basketball, Spencer.
Plays
Hey,
in
Spencer,
it could happen, dude.
The best league to play in to make money is college football. That's the only professional sport besides in the NFL.
So
not the
I
UFL,
get that.
not the USFL, none of that. It's just college football.
But if it all is going to end up boiling down to money, okay, NIL money, I could see a time where they say, okay, you can draft sophomores to your AAA squad and pay them $5 million a year and forget about college.
For who? $5 million a year. You need $5 million a year type of viewership
in college. But what I'm saying, in my fantasy world, I could see where sophomores start getting drafted to the AAA team of NFL.
No,
and
no,
getting
they'll be
paid
dropping
just
out of
so that
college.
they listen,
They'll be
just so they
dropping
can
out of
secure
college.
just so they can secure the rights to that player. And I want to use Arch Manning as the example. He's going to be a sophomore next year, right? Like, I guarantee there's an
He's
NFL
a
team
fool if
out
he
there
drops out.
that would just take him and
It's
give
just a
him
difference
20
between
million
football and
bucks
basketball.
right now.
And he's third on the depth chart.
He's
Yeah.
a fool if he drops out.
He
He's
played
third.
like $6 million last year.
I understand that.
And he didn't
I'm-
even play.
I know,
Hey,
but you're
hey,
not.
Spencer,
I just. It
You see what
doesn't.
LeBron James is doing with his son? That can never happen in the NFL. That can never
I
happen.
think
in
it
the NFL.
could. I think it absolutely could.
I know.
I think the NFL is way too physical for something like that to happen. I mean, maybe in 10 or 15 years, the USFL could be some type of minor leagues where maybe a team like the Cowboys buys one of the USFL teams and turns it into their own system where they know they can have a contract with a player to the point where that contract's up. Okay, now you're going to come back up to us now. We're going to sign you to the Cowboys. We know what you do now. And, I mean, it takes a lot of time for something like that to happen. And
If a team thinks they can help you, they'll just bring you up. They don't need to see you. Just come up. Because now they're kind of expanded the roster so you can have more people on the practice squad. So there's no need for you to be down there in another league if they think you can help them.
And with the extension of the college football playoffs, it gives more opportunities to more players to make a name for themselves. And the football players are already insanely fun to watch with the 4 teams that are there. And with the extension of it, just gives more. And there's more opportunities for players to get drafted higher and just show what their skills are.
Yeah.
I just feel like when you're in a football team, you have 10, 11, 12 games to put what's on tape. That's like your biggest agent. You know what I mean? So the film don't lie. You know, so if you had a Power 5, you got a lot of opportunities to make it. You know what I'm saying? We talk about Power 5 schools. We talk about just like Mountain West. You know, I can see that. But if you had a Power 5 school, you have a lot of film to put out there. And if you don't have that, if you can't do it in that time period, your 4 years, that's just on you.
Hey, Paul, I got a question for you. Paul, you didn't say nothing about that game yet, though.
Oh, about the Lions game?
I
I thought you forgot about it.
No, I didn't forget.
No, man. Look, man. I'm telling you. I just tried to get. I couldn't even watch that little thing on Netflix called The Receivers because they had 2 just talking about San Francisco. I was like, I can't watch this. But yeah, we didn't get a chance to talk about that though. But I was hurt though. I was really like, once we had a couple like weird plays, I was like, oh no, here it is. Then I saw like the Lions turn back into who they were all these years. I was like, oh, it's over. But my heart is still hurt though. I haven't really got over that. I don't think I never gonna get over that. That was.
Hey, Paul. Paul, I'll say this though. If we don't win, I want y'all to win. You know what I mean? That's just.
I can't say the same because if we don't win, I don't want you guys to win.
Everybody hates the winner though because we won a lot. You know what I mean? We won a lot. So
man. The city needed that, man. You guys, we just started just playing weird. I don't know what happened, man.
It's just a no Chief Super Bowl right now. That's all we want right now. If we don't get those lines,
we just don't want to watch the Chiefs again this year.
It's going to be Baltimore this year. What? Derrick Henry, baby.
Derrick Henry and Lamar
G
Jackson.
Unit's trying to go for a 3-peat this year.
No.
That
Yep,
would be crazy.
we are. We're going to.
And right now, you're the odds-on favorite besides
course they are.
Baltimore.
The only thing I would say,
Baltimore is going to come into KC in week 1 and take you down.
all I'm going to
said that
say
last
is Jordan Love is the real deal. That's all I know. Jordan Love, that dude.
Jordan Love is good. I think he's real.
Jordan
Yeah,
Love,
I think he's real deal. Yeah.
We're just gonna see what he's gonna.
But he's still gonna finish.
Year.
He still finishes second in Detroit.
I like Detroit. Paul, I like Detroit. You got a great defense. You got an up-and-coming offense. Your freaking backfield is sick.
Hey, Paul.
I mean, I want to get excited for you though, but I just seen this too many times before.
You know what I like? Who I like? I like the Denver Broncos and Bo.
Hey, I like
freaking
go Bull. Go Bull.
You realize the Broncos lost to a Bailey Zappi Patriots last year, right?
Last year doesn't matter.
Hey, Patrick, I know you're taller than me, but
Bo
those are
Nix,
fighting
baby.
words, bro.
Second
I'm
coming of
prepared.
Brett Favre.
Oh,
All right,
change
dudes.
it out.
Hey, we're about at our hour. Anybody else got any closing thoughts? And then we didn't have a chance to give our shout outs, so I'm going to give our shout outs at the end to all of our amazing sponsors. Anybody else got anything?
Trivia. I have a little trivia. Who's the fastest player in the NFL right now?
Yeah, Kansas City's got some speed.
Yeah.
It's got to be a Chief, huh?
Xavier Worthy. How did we get him, by the way? But
Texas,
no,
Texas.
that is the wrong
The
answer.
Bills love going wide right.
It's not Tyreek Hill?
It is Tyreek Hill. Very
There
good.
you go, Tyreek. There you go.
Yeah,
There you go, Paul Pratt.
T-Hill.
There you go,
Number
Paul.
one player in the
I
league.
thought
And
that
to
was a
think that you
rhetorical
guys,
question.
Big
you guys
extension
got
clause,
rid of
too.
Tyreek Hill and still won the Super Bowl.
I know. And now we have
Hey,
Xavier
Shotgun, I
Worthy.
got to throw it out.
What?
What poster are you going to have on your wall this season?
Jordan Love and Bo Nix.
I'll say you gotta have Bo Nix. You gotta have
Bo Nix, of course, dude. I'm gonna have Bo Nix autographed XOXOXO.
Don't worry,
It's
Greg.
not gonna be your bedroom, is it? It's not gonna be
He'll
your
have a
bedroom.
pretty
And then we're going to
But
be
I'm gonna have Jordan Love right next to him, okay?
We're going to beat a Patriot.
We got to meet in the playoffs first. So.
You know, I think
You guys, welcome.
I
I
think the
know.
Browns are going to
Welcome
be
to
good
our
too.
world, Patriots
Yeah.
fans.
I mean, Christian Gonzalez last year locked
All right,
down
dude.
Tyreek
Stick
Hill.
around. Hey, stick around for just a second. Greg and Paul, we're gonna do our shout outs real quick. So we'll start with you guys. All right. Hey, Greg, tell us about this.
20 points.
Thank you.
You know, all the proceeds go to try to find a cure for diabetes. You know, especially type 1. You know, where your pancreas quits working. And actually, the Pinot just won double gold, best of show, and 100 points. So excited about that. It's not only for a good cause, but you know, it's good wine. 23 wines.
Awesome. Cool. And then Paul, tell us about this.
Well, yes. Here's my brand, Noah Water. I am now officially, I live in Dallas now, Prosper to be exactly. It was a lot getting here. It was a smooth drive, but my mover who was moving all my Noah Water and my parents' stuff who moved to Houston, he decided to go rogue and turn back the car around. It was crazy. So I had to go fly to Houston to drive to get my 2 pounds of Noah Water. But today already I've been making a lot of new customers out here in Prosper. They're going to support my water. I had a Prosper in Bloom Flowers store. They all circled around and prayed for me. So Noah Water will succeed. I will be successful out here too as a trainer and as an entrepreneur in the Noah Water. Thank you.
Awesome. Sweet. Cool. All right, now I'll give or actually G Unit. Why is G Unit still on? She gone? Maybe she's gone. Okay. Cool. Smoke Lab Vodka, Miss Dawn Church. The stuff sold all over Los Angeles. We definitely thank Smoke Lab Vodka for being one of our sponsors. Let's see. Card Boss. Card Boss got COVID at the National Card Convention. But anyways, Matt's gonna be coming back on soon. Love having Card Boss on. We're gonna be ripping packs of cards with him. He's a TikTok sensation. Got to give a shout out to Eric Zulli over at Easy Way Network. We'll have Eric back engineering the show probably by the time football season starts. Give a shout out to the Watering Seeds organization, Brady Mazzola. They do a lot of great work for our wounded veterans. Give myself a plug. Check out my movie, American Comedy, starring Eric Roberts and Dan Loria. You can watch it on Amazon Prime and on Tubi. Boom. Give a shout out to Bill Hammond over at Hammond Entertainment. Bill puts on the coolest celebrity golf tournaments in the whole world. Give a shout out to Mr. Dan Wolkin, who also will be on the show sometime soon. He was going to come on this week, but he is in the middle of getting married. So congratulations to Dan Wolkin. Then we'll have Doug Plank on again soon. Always like to have Doug on, ex-free safety for the Chicago Bears during football season. Listening to Dan's old OG football stories is great. Ray Pinetto with Pro Signatures Memorabilia. Ray has the coolest sports collages in all the land. And I think that is everybody at the moment. So, Paul, thanks for coming on. We'll have you back on pretty soon. And
Yes, sir, Paul.
like I was saying, I am positive about the Detroit Lions.
I'm a Detroit fan.
I would like to see the Lions. I don't care about the NFC because I'm a lifelong Broncos fan. But if there's two teams I'd like to see in the Super Bowl this year for the NFC, it's the Lions or the Packers. And I'll leave it at that.
And we never got to the AFC with the Texans.
That'll be next week.
Yeah. And sorry, Paul, I hate to say, Paul, but when you got Spencer and Tony on your side, I don't know if that goes well for you.
And Patrick, thank you very much for coming on, dude. Come on anytime you want. Because if Tony and Bama have figured out how to do the show from the Platte, I'm assuming they'll be there every week. So
yeah, I'd love to be back. Could I give a quick shout out real quick?
Yeah, do it.
The Rockies Now page. So search up Rockies Now on all platforms. I'm one of the writers for them. And I had an article come out around the All-Star break, and I'll have another one coming soon.
Hey, just so you know, now that you guys are able to broadcast, from the Platte, you know Greg Vaughn retired a Rocky.
Yes,
yeah.
I do know he played 22 games with the Rockies.
Yeah, and he's friends with and he's friends with lots of people. He was saying he could make some calls and maybe get some of his old buddies there live with you guys.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And I'll be at spring training this year for sure. I mean, Arizona baseball. It's just
dude, you're going.
You're right there by there. Yeah,
he's right there.
Yeah, you're going to freaking ASU, man. Talking Stick is like literally a 10-minute drive.
Yeah. I would love to come back if you guys would have me.
Yes.
We would love to have you back.
So,
give me one more second.
Give a shout out to the Platte River Bar and Grill. We finally got a show for the first time in 5 years live from the Platte River Bar and Grill, where sports and tacos began.
It just happened to be on the craziest night. They had like a 200-person party scheduled, so it was a lot of noise in the background, which is good.
Okay.
And I want to give a shout out to Mullen High School, the Mustangs. It's football season. Good luck this year. Kick butt, take names, go to the playoffs, go to state, win it. And
awesome.
All
right, guys.
Real quick. Chad wants to give a shout out to the coach of the Vikings real fast.
Sure.
Hey guys, I
Jump in.
gotta lean in here real quick.
I
want to say thanks to Sports and Tacos, Spence, you, Bama, Tony, and everybody else for having us on. Man, I couldn't do this out with you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Much love, all of you guys. Thank you so much for supporting my team, like Monkeys and everything else. You guys are awesome. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for coming on. And, coming live from the Platte finally could be a big deal.
America.
And, obviously give a shout out to the Platte River
Thanks,
Bar
Paul.
and Grill.
Appreciate you, Paul. Appreciate you guys. Yes.
We'll see
Bye,
you
Paul. See you guys.
Spencer Letters. Hell yes.
God bless.